was listening intently to the narration of the Ramayana. Grandma continued. Hanuman bid farewell to Sita Devi, his heart gladdened by her blessing. Unni, when Hanuman first approached Sita, she was suspicious of his identity. Hanuman gained her trust by repeatedly addressing her as mother. After some time, recognizing his devotion, Sita Devi also addressed him with love as son. Children often ask their mothers for food when they're hungry, do they not? Unni smiled and nodded his head. Hanuman, the dutiful son, having accomplished his mission to find Sita, before taking leave of her, told her that he was very hungry and asked her permission to eat fruit from the trees in the Ashoka Grove. Sita Devi was worried as the grove was guarded by the rakshasis. She told him to be careful and to remember Lord Rama as he ate. Actually, this was a clever strategy of Hanuman, who felt that his mission as Sri Rama's messenger was unfulfilled until he had met Ravana. He knew that causing disruption in the garden was the best way to acquire an audience with Ravana. Hanuman reflected for some time. Then he started wreaking havoc in the garden. He was careful not to touch the surroundings of the tree under which Sita Devi was sitting. He helped himself to the delicious fruit in the surrounding trees by shaking them violently. By doing this, he created a mess in the garden. He was so strong that even what he considered a little shake would send all the fruits on a tree flying. The flying fruits hit the rakshasis and guards on their heads. Unni laughed.
What happened then? Did Ravana get to hear about it?
Grandma continued. Hearing the sounds of the trees being shaken and potted plants crashing to the ground, the rakshasis ran around in shock. By then, Hanuman had already killed many of the guards. Through all this chaos, Sita remained seated, acting as if she knew nothing. The rakshasis ran to Ravana and told him, "Oh Lord! A terrible creature as big as a mountain is creating havoc in our beautiful garden. He has killed the guards and is now busy destroying the houses in the garden. He is not afraid of anyone. Do something, O king. We are so frightened of him." Ravana trembled in anger. He sent 100,000 Rakshasa soldiers to wage war upon Hanuman. Hanuman roared and they fell unconscious. He managed to wipe them all out just with a thorny branch. Ravana was beside himself with rage. He sent 5 more battalions headed by skilled commanders. They also met with the same fate. The sons of ministers and other divisions of the armies confronted Hanuman. Hanuman had by then gotten hold of an iron pestle with which he destroyed all of them. Ravana's anger now turned into fear and sorrow. The son of Ravana, Kumara, promised his father that he would imprison Hanuman and bring him to his father. Kumara wounded Hanuman with his arrows, but eventually died at Hanuman's hands. Ravana was now overcome by grief. He summoned his elder son, Meghanad, who had conquered Indra and was hence also called Indrajit. The boy consoled his father and vowed to bring the monkey back as a prisoner, come what may. He went to war with an impressive arsenal of weapons. A fierce war erupted between the two of them. Indrajit's arrows wounded Hanuman on his head, chest, legs, and tail. Hanuman killed Indrajit's charioteer with the thorny branch and then crushed the chariot and the horses. Finally, Indrajit used the Brahmastra. Now, Unni, most warriors would never use such a powerful weapon on a monkey. But Hanuman was invincible and Indrajit had no other option. Out of respect for Lord Brahma, Hanuman did not counter the arrow, but became unconscious and fell to the ground. Unni was worried.
Oh no! So Hanuman was defeated?
Don't worry, Unni. Remember that Hanuman had received a boon from all the gods, including Brahma. The weapon had knocked him unconscious, but he would soon get revived. This was merely Hanuman's ploy to get into the court of Ravana. Using the opportunity, Indrajit bound Hanuman and dragged him to Ravana's court. Bowing down before his father, Indrajit said, "I have brought before you this monkey who killed thousands of rakshasas, but was eventually defeated and bound by the Brahmastra. Nevertheless, be aware that he is no ordinary monkey." Ravana commanded his minister Prahasta to find out everything he could about Hanuman. Prahasta calmly questioned Hanuman. "Hey monkey, who are you? Who sent you here? Why did you destroy our beautiful garden? Why did you kill all of those rakshasas?" Hanuman meditated upon the form of Sri Rama. Then, gazing at Ravana, he replied, "Sri Ramachandra is my master. He is the one who shines with all noble qualities." Hanuman then went on to elaborate the glories of his Lord before saying, "I am Lord Rama's messenger. When he was living in the forest with his wife Sita and brother Lakshmana, you disguised yourself as a sage, abducted Sita and brought her here." Hanuman then informed Ravana of the pact between Sugriva and Rama and of how the monkey army had been deployed to search for Sita in various places. He revealed his identity as Hanuman and said that he had been dispatched on this mission to find Sita Devi. He then advised Ravana, "Get rid of your arrogance and greed. It is a sin to long for the wife of another. Chant the name of Lord Rama. It will cleanse your impure mind. Return Sita Devi and take refuge in his holy feet. Even now it's not too late. The Lord will definitely protect one who takes refuge in him." Hearing these words, Ravana became furious. He shouted, "Who is your Rama? Who is Sugriva? I shall kill all of them. I shall kill you also." Hanuman's response was scornful. "Hey, evil Rakshasa, even if 1,000,000,000 Ravanas attack me, I will defeat them just with my little finger." Trembling with uncontrollable rage, Ravana commanded the Rakshasas present to kill Hanuman. But Vibhishana, Ravana's brother, who had just entered the court, intercepted. He said, "Brother, refrain from killing him. Remember that it is against the code of Dharma to kill a messenger. Mark him if you will, but let him go." Ravana accepted Vibhishana's advice. He said, "So be it. A monkey's tail is its most useful tool. He takes pride in a handsome tail. Therefore, set fire to that tail. Then parade him around town, denouncing him as a thief." The Rakshasas immediately prepared to do so. Unni, Hanuman was extremely wise and offered this wisdom to many, including Sugriva and Ravana. In Sugriva's case, he was able to reform after receiving Hanuman's counsel because he was not overwhelmed with arrogance. However, Ravana, though he was far more intelligent and accomplished than Sugriva, was not able to change. His arrogance overwhelmed his better judgment and eventually was the cause of his destruction. Amma says, if we have a discerning intellect, our mind will naturally become expansive. From expansiveness arises innocence, the readiness to compromise, humility, and an attitude of mutual cooperation. The heart is a synonym for expansiveness. However, today our intelligence is often impaired. Selfishness and arrogance govern our thinking, and this is the cause of all sorrow in life. When arrogance increases, we become narrow-minded and less willing to compromise. Ravana was so narrow-minded that he wasn't ready to compromise at all. He could have been saved if he had just surrendered his big ego to Lord Rama's lotus feet. Let us learn from this to listen to words of wisdom provided by our gurus and follow their counsel.